What's up, everybody? Happy Monday and welcome to In the Green DFS. This is going to be our Monday NBA free pick video with a little bit of MLB. Guys, in this video, we got two great plays coming your way. The first play is going to be a three-man play with a 6x multiplier. We're going 300 to win $1,800 on that one. Then over the NBA streets, we got you guys a sleeper two-man play today with a really nice 4.3x multiplier, highest we could find, going 300 to win almost $1,300 on that one. Now, guys, before we get this video rocking and rolling, if you don't mind, take a second, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications if you don't want to miss our YouTube free pick videos here every day on YouTube. And of course, for all you guys taking the time to watch these videos from start to the finish, we told you before, we'll tell you again, YouTube is now rewarding watch time, so it does mean so much to us when you guys watch the videos from the start to the finish, and when you guys take your time to hype the videos up and to share them with your friends. Truly, thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. It is so important to our channel here, and we really do want to thank you guys again for taking the time to do that. With that said, if today's video gets to 700 likes, everyone on the winnable free plan will receive an additional VIP play sent out at no cost. Matter of fact, I'm going to change it up. We'll do something different today. So here's what we're going to do for today's video. We're going to do the 800 like goal, but here's how we're going to do it. If you guys get to 700, we'll get you one VIP play. If you guys get to 800, and it has to be within a reasonable, like an hour or so before the MLB slate starts, I will try to get you guys both an NBA and MLB VIP play today, okay? So I'll give you a little extra incentive to like the video, share it around with your friends, hype it up. So if today's video gets to 800 likes, we'll start at 700 likes. Everyone on the winnable free plan will receive additional VIP play sent at no cost. And if you get to 800, I think we'll have no problem doing that on a Monday. We'll get you guys, we'll do our best rather, as long as they come in time, to get you guys both an MLB and an NBA VIP play sent out at no cost. With that said, let's take a second and go over the contest winners for yesterday's video. In every single video, we ask you guys to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment something below for a chance to win a free week of our VIP services. We take all those comments and we drop over here into the YouTube random comment picker, as you can see right here. There was 205 comments on yesterday's video, and these two individuals here were selected randomly to win that one free week of VIP. We have Trey Strong's 3996 says, Happy Easter, let's get in the green. And we have David Seed 7833 says, thanks for the value in the green. For you two, first off, appreciate the comments. If you guys don't mind, take a second, email support@inthegreendfs.com. We need a screenshot of your YouTube username, a screenshot of your chalkboard username, and your first and last name. You can also send us a screenshot of your sleeper username, since today's second free play is on the sleeper app. With that said, guys, make sure you get that in. Be patient with us. Send us one email only. Give us, 24 to 48 hours, and our team will have you set up with that free week as soon as time permits. Again, congrats to you guys. Remember, every single day you guys have a chance to win that free week by simply liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and commenting something below in the comment section. Now, I am a little bit tired here tonight, guys. I'll keep it real with you. It's getting very, very late into the morning hours. I got to get this done. Got a big day for paid players tomorrow. We got a 5-game NBA slate with some games that actually matter. It is the last week of the NBA regular season before we start the playoffs. This week has typically gone very well for us the last 2, maybe 3 years. I know for the last 2, I checked it, it's gone pretty well for us. So we'll see how we do this week. Right now, we got some games that matter today, which is kind of what I decided to stick with for the most part. Almost all of them for that matter. But with that said, guys, look, a couple things you want to keep in mind. Last week for the NBA playoffs, be smart, bet smart. Don't go too crazy. Again, we do well this week, but again, be smart. If you're a VIP player, NBA full season pass player, if you've been around for the month of March and made all that money with us, then obviously you're probably fine. You can ride with us in the plays. But everyone else, be smart. As always, we're doing really well here. We've cashed out $166,000 in wins in March. We're already at $17,000 in wins in the month of April. What am I doing? I haven't gone over yesterday's plays with you guys. My bad. Told you guys I was tired. Give me 1 second here. Let's go over the plays from yesterday real quick, starting with the free play. This one right here, and it was the big bummer of the weekend, I think, for everybody. And we're on the same page. It's okay. Wendell Carter gets it done for us early. Cooper Flagg, another incredible night. He was I think he was done by halftime. Pretty sure he was done by halftime. So he went over by halftime, no problem. Darius Garland. Now, for you guys that did not watch the game, you can yap all you want, but you didn't watch the game, so you got to make sure you understand what's going on before you start yapping. This wasn't necessarily a foul trouble issue. Now, a lot of you guys, screamed out, "Oh my God, he's in foul trouble." Not really. He's got 4 fouls midway through the third quarter. That really wasn't the problem. The problem with this game, my friends, is we got ourselves an unfortunate, horrible blowout. It's like a 35, 40-point blowout at some point. It happened quick. It wasn't expected. Darius Garland needed like 6 points after halftime. He had 13, and 2 of his 3-pointers on this play made. I thought we were easily going to sweep the free plays. I thought it was going to be an easy sweep in the third quarter. He gets in, scores most of his buckets, gets another foul, and instead of letting him ride the last 5 minutes there, my thought process was, okay, they'll sit him for a minute. They're going to start the third quarter with him. The problem was, they didn't have to start the third quarter with him when Kawhi and Mathurin rested, because the reason why they didn't start it is simply because They were getting completely, I mean, they totally blew this team out of the water. It was like unfortunate because guess what? DeMar DeRozan didn't even start the third quarter. It was kind of some bullshit, to be honest with you. The game wasn't that out of hand at halftime. There was no reason why he shouldn't have started. Really weird, just some weird shit on both sides. But unfortunately, a blowout cost us, guys. These are very unfortunate. We probably should have swept the board pretty clean here. And it gets a little more frustrating than that. But we'll leave it at that for now, and I'll roll around to the next one later. But yeah, this one sucked, guys. We really should have won this free play. I think we all are on the same page in knowing this is just an absolutely beautiful play. Just everything about it from start to finish. Just an absolutely gorgeous play. And sometimes beautiful plays do not work in our favor because sometimes we have teams that have 11-point spreads that get blown out by 45 points. So it happens. Tough one. Same story over here. Cooper Flag goes way over on the free throws. I told you guys like this play a lot. I told you the free throw line was way too low. He triples it with 15. And, of course, Darius Garland, 2 3-pointers before half. Missed a few in there, but should have easily had more time there. Did not get the time on the court we needed to finish that one off. We lost about half the third and definitely the whole full fourth quarter, so that one was painful. But we did manage to have a decent little $6,000 day. Not all. Obviously, we had profit in this day, a couple grand, but it wasn't as beautiful as it could have been. We had some really close ones that we really wanted to pay out, like this one right here. This was a real heartbreaker. I thought for sure we had this one and this one in the bag for you guys, which also adds additional $3,000 a day, just giving you a rough figure there. Luckily, we cashed out this one over here in the VIP NBA full season pass. Had LeBron James over on his points, Cooper Flag over on his points, and Kevin Durant. They all went significantly over. Each had at least over 30 points. They played really well. Then we cashed out $1,800 for the VIP and NBA pass. And over here in the MLB full season pass and VIP, we have the Kyle Harrison and Chase Burns juiced strikeout play. So these guys' lines were at 4.5 and 6.5. We juiced them up to get 8 and 6 strikeouts each. They got it done. 6 for Harrison before he went out. Let up a couple runs early, but kept it together. Got his strikeouts in for us. Chase Burns was just incredible. Put up 9 Ks in that game. He was just lights out. He had no problem. His low pitch count just ran through these guys. Great game for Chase Burns over here. But with that said, Kyle Harrison, Chase Burns take out the strikeout juice play for us. So we cashed out $1,284 on that one there. Then we had some home runs that went our way a little bit. Baseball starting to slowly roll around. I told you guys, be patient the first couple weeks. It always does this every year. And it starts to slowly roll around like you'll see right here. Got the Drake Baldwin home run early for almost $1,200. That was a nice one there, almost a 6X. We had ourselves a Christian Walker home run, get 902 over there, and we had ourselves a Ben Rice home run for almost 800. Now, the thing about the Christian Walker home run was we paired only 2 of these home runs. So we play our home runs separately in the MLB full season pass and VIP. What we did today is every once in a while we'll put like a two-man home run play that we really like, and we did Christian Walker and Matt Olson, Drake Baldwin's teammate. Unfortunately, Matt Olson did not get the home run. He was walked twice at the end of that game, I believe. I didn't watch the very last at bat, but I believe they walked him twice. He's been hitting really great lately, so they probably had to keep an eye on it. Judging by the score in this game here, it was a tie game, so extra innings couldn't quite get it out there. Missed that extra one. But we take this all day long for the 6,000. Not a bad day, but the truth is this one hurts because of a couple plays like this. First off, this one right here. We all should have cashed this. Not just the paid players. All the free plan players should have cashed $1,800 here, and we should have cashed the $930 over here. Then it goes a little bit deeper than that. Check this out. We had this play we sent out for the light gold. I know you guys didn't get it. We got kind of close. We wanted to give you guys a chance at Easter Sunday play. Well, Durant goes over no problem. These guys just dominate their lines. Even Draymond Green. I knew Steph Curry was in, so my thought was this line's too low for a game with Steph in. Dre's going to feed him, and he did exactly that. So 12 assists there. Unfortunately, Kristaps Porzingis was in foul trouble. He fouled out of this game pretty early too. Left us no chance. He fouled out early in the third, which I'm pretty sure it was early in the third. Just killed us. Killed our opportunity. He had 9 points there. I thought he was going to have a chance to have a little comeback, get that last foul. The foul trouble hurt him from the 4th foul on. Once he was in foul trouble, he wasn't playing the same, a little bit less aggressive. And they were charging him. They were going right at him, which is what you expect him to do in a game like this. So they had their way. It was a close game. Steph Curry had the final shot, tried to take the final win, and missed that last 3-pointer. But either way, a really good game to watch. So was a couple games we've seen the last couple days. But basketball has been good overall. Now, we missed this play right here. I think just some close calls. We utilized Cody Williams, who is obviously the brother of Jalen Williams, who he played today against OKC. And the play was thought out great. I thought he was going to get additional minutes, even in a blowout. He got additional minutes, even in a blowout. I mean, he got tons of time on the court, even in a horrible blowout. But this dude just could not land any shots. So he really killed us on a play that probably should have been a win today. But very frustrating. Only one guy cost us another $6,000 over here. So while our day was solid, made a couple grand, we had 6K in wins. It was one of those days where we had a lot of plays out. We really could have used a few more of these to clap our way. Would have been $6 grand for that one there. But even if you don't count that one, another one's just an absolute heartbreaker. I know you guys in the VIP NBA pass saw this. We sniped you guys out a LeBron James triple-double, and guess what? LeBron James misses the triple-double by 1 rebound. And the worst part of all, I know you guys saw this. If you're watching the game towards the end, all of our paid players, I'm sure you were, because we could have used an additional $1,200 tacked onto our $6,000 a day. LeBron tips the ball over and it bounces like 3 or 4 extra times to his teammate. I thought they were going to give us the rebound, I'll be honest with you. They did not give us the rebound for that. It was a real heartbreaker. Another game that kind of went down to the end. The Lakers could not pull it off, but just a heartbreaker here. Missed out by 1 rebound on an extra $1,200. Would have really helped our day a lot. Missed out on $6,000 by a Cody Williams who just could not make a bucket the whole game. The dude could not hit a shot. Ended up with 8 points. I don't know how if he was even halfway efficient, he would have had a much better game. And of course, the big heartbreaker of the day, the Darius Garland blowout spot. Missed it by a bucket here. Missed it by a 3-pointer here. We should have had a full sweep. So instead of going on the three-peat, cost us after winning the free plays the last 2 days. You guys can see right here. So no big deal. We'll roll on to today, which is going to be Monday slate. I like a 5-game NBA slate, looking like games for the most part that matter here. Should be fun for everybody for the most part. Again, we're going to keep really close eye on the games that don't matter and kind of let everybody know, just so you kind of know what you're betting on. This week can be a little bit wonky. Again, good for us, but wonky for a lot of people in the industry. You'll hear a lot of people talk like that about this week, but been pretty good for us, so I don't want to talk too badly about it. Guys, as always, don't forget, this is sports betting. There are no guarantees in sports betting. No matter how good we are, no matter how good anyone that you see doing this stuff is, any streak can end any day. There's no guarantees. We don't have to win every day to be successful. Keep that in mind. It's not required here. Our play style is different, so we don't need to win every day to be successful. But as always, guys, if you love the play, feel free to copy it. If you hate it, feel free to fade it. And as always, you can you can take what you like and leave what you don't. Not going to hurt our feelings if you don't copy the exact play, I promise you. We got 300 on this one to win 1,800 with the 6X. Play number 1, we're going right to Nickeil Alexander-Walker over 19.5 points for this game. Now, a game that matters. The Knicks will travel to take on the Hawks at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The point total in this game is 229.5, and the Knicks are only 2-point dogs. Jock Landale is out for the Hawks, and everyone is good to go for the Knicks. So we basically have 2 healthy teams here, outside of a backup center and Jock Landale. Now, both teams are needing to win these games for playoff placement, and we expect them to come ready to battle. Both of them. I expect no holding back, no one sitting out in this game. Nickeil has been great. Not only for us, been great in general. He's gone over this line in 10 of his last 12 games. That reminds me, hold on one second. Did we use Nickeil there? No, that was Stafford. That was Castle and Riley, as it was. Where did we use Nickeil? The last one? Must have been a couple days ago. But my apologies, guys. Going back to Nickeil Alexander-Walker here. Let's load him up here real quick. So Nickeil, we're taking him over 19.5 points. So Nickeil's been over this line in 10 of his last 12 games, hitting at an 83.3% clip. He also went over this line each of his last 2 times he played the Knicks, posting 25 and 23 points respectively in each of those 2 games. Today he gets that Knicks team that ranks 16th for points allowed to small forwards. Pretty good defense, but they are the weakest of small forwards. The Knicks also ranked 22nd against the catch and shoot, and Nickeil shoots to 44% of his shots from the catch and shoot. Also, guys, the Knicks ranked 20th for threes made by shooting guards. I think Nickeil's going to have plenty of opportunity to put up threes in this game, given the way the defense is going to get played. We also see that most starting shooting guards are going over their lines against this Knicks team. So it happens to be their one weakness. I think I might know why, Mikal Bridges. But with the Knicks defense, more than likely, keying in heavily on guys like Jalen Johnson here. I'm expecting Nickeil Alexander-Walker to take care of his scoring duties here for play number 1. Now, to be brief, to make it simple, kind of where my mindset is at after watching the film. Look, I think there's going to be heavy emphasis on guys like Karl-Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, and Jalen Johnson. I think what comes first is probably going to be your guys down low in this game. Now, Jalen Johnson is the biggest threat coming from the Atlanta side. He just is. It's how it is. He's the biggest threat in the team. Where he's located, the ball moves around him a lot. Even when CJ's in the game, he still gets assists and facilitates because of the way this team plays their game. But what you will notice is I am going to assume they're going to run a unique defense here. They're probably going to put, I would say, OG Anunoby on Jalen Johnson. You might put a combination of Cat and OG. But I think you're going to get OG there, which is going to leave more than likely, you kind of have to put Mikal Bridges on Nickeil Alexander-Walker in that case because Brunson can't guard anybody. So you may get Brunson on CJ. You may get Brunson switched off to Nickeil. Those two will probably switch around a lot, to be honest with you, in terms of Brunson and Brunson and Bridges. Sorry, those two will switch off on the 2 guards in terms of Nickeil and CJ. So I think we're going to get some extra looks for CJ. CJ is very good in these spots. He's a really good catch and shoot him. And not only that, he can ball handle if he needs to. So if he's got to play the point role, we know he can do it. He's done it many times. He's not afraid to be aggressive. But the big kicker here is I think they're going to put some additional defense on Jalen Johnson, which is going to force Jalen Johnson to kick it out more. And I think when he kicks it out, he's going to find guys like Nickeil either open for the 3 or slashing to the rim. I think you're going to have a lot of success here for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He's had a lot of success with these guys the last 2 times he played them this season as well, with the same guys in the court. So I like this one a lot. We're taking Nickeil Alexander-Walker over on the points. I don't mind his PRA, but I like to go with the points in this game. I don't want to have to sit there and wait for him to have additional assists or rebounds in this one. And if you know Nickeil's game, he's a really, really good perimeter defender, but he also can score now, which is what made him such a valuable piece of this starting lineup for the Atlanta Hawks team. Now, he's earned himself this role. Been in the league, 6 years now, I think, Nickeil? Remember, he's he's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's cousin. So this guy's had a lot of competition. He's had a lot of, kind of been in the shadow a little bit, so to speak, but he played really well for the Wolves, and he kind of made his way out, and now this team has found real value in a player that's kind of coming into his own. He's a very talented player. We told you guys before in the last couple of videos, we used him before. Nickeil's been sharp, and I'm going to ride with him again today over 19.5 points. I think the line is very comfortable at 19.5, and I think Jalen Johnson's going to have some heavy defense on him in this game. OG, Cat, Mitch Robinson, probably going to be a problem for Jalen Johnson down low. I think this is a game where Nickeil Alexander-Walker does exactly what he does the last two games and puts up the points when he needs to. We're taking Nickeil over 19.5 points for play number 1. Now, play number 2, we're going back to Stephon Castle. Gets it done for us in a scary fashion on our free play 2 days ago. If you guys forgot, it is right here on the Saturday free play, I believe it was. Stephon gets us over there and cashing the free play there. But let me show you this real quick, why we're going to take Stephon Castle in this particular matchup. So first off, instead of going with the points, which I know you guys probably saw last play, if we had the points, he would have been done a lot earlier than overtime. We're going with the PRA here once again in this matchup. Now, the 76ers will travel to take on the Spurs at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, we've got a great point total at 236.5, and the Sixers are only 8-point dogs, so I can live with that. Sixers should be full health, so the Spurs are going to be healthy and good to go, and the Sixers are only missing Cameron Payne, so otherwise also healthy. 2 good games back-to-back with teams that have to win, and teams that, first off, want to win, and teams that are also healthy without any major injuries. Now, I want to point out both these teams need wins. They're jockeying for playoff placement, as we know. The Spurs are trying to win out and get the number 1 spot there, but they're going to have some help from some losing from the Thunder. So we'll see how that works out. But as of now, I expect these guys to go pretty hard here. Now, look, Castle has been also really, really good. Like Nickeil, not just good, but consistent. And again, guys, we don't make our plays based off the last 5 or the last 10. We call those guys the last 5ers. I mean, no disrespect when I say this, but that is just not how we make plays. We've never made our plays that way. A lot of people look at these graphs that we put on the screen and think, oh, they're using Nickeil because he's gone over in, 10 of his last 12 games. That's just not how it is, guys. We're deep into matchups. We're watching film. We have not only many tools, but our experience in these sports are far beyond a lot of other people when it comes to the actual breakdown of the sport. For instance, in football, I can tell you every single play, every single defense, every single offense, every single position. I can tell you every player on every team, essentially, for the most part, and that includes all the bench guys in the NFL as well. So it's the same situation with basketball. You start to learn these sports, start to watch these players' tendencies, and if you do this long enough and you have as much experience as we do, not just watching the sports, but also digesting film and going back and watching how these players are operating in and out of the pick and roll, and how they're working with how Stephon works with Wemby, and how Stephon works when Luke Cornett's on the court, or when Fox is not in the court compared to when Fox is on the court with him. So there's a lot of variables here, but there's something that we like here a lot, and I want to point out a couple things. Starting with, Stephon is on the court a comfortable amount of minutes. He's on the court averaging 31 minutes in that last 12 games. He's gone over this line in 9 of his last 12 games. He's very consistent. Like Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 9 of the last 12 is a very, very good rate. Now, he's averaging a little bit over 31 minutes in these games, and he's got a usage rate of 23.4. That's with Wemby on the floor. So that goes up if Wemby's off the floor. Obviously, Wemby should play in this game, so don't get any confusion there. We should have a full force on both sides. Now, Castle's ability to facilitate covers us kind of comfortably when Wemby starts to take off. So when Wemby takes off in these games, like you saw him do last game against Joker, what happens is you notice that Stephon is involved in a lot of that facilitating. So Stephon will drive and kick. He does a lot of that with his team. His team is very comfortable getting the open shot. So you'll notice Stephon will drive it, even though you think you might have like a clean layup with maybe one defender. They're much prefers to kick it on the outside there, try to find Julian Champagnie, try to find Fox sitting the outside, try to find Harrison Barnes, whoever's out there at the time. They're really comfortable passing the ball around. So you get a lot of additional assists and facilitating from Castle in this matchup. Plus, he's jumping for boards all the time, which I do like. These guys aren't necessarily good at rebounds either, but check this out. Things that I think are important for this play. And then, of course, obviously, when the Sixers start to double team on Wemby and start trapping him, which I expect they'll have something planned for him in this matchup. The Sixers want to win this game pretty bad, and they're full health, so there's like their chance to kind of show what they can do. Now, obviously, their starting 5 is solid. They can compete for a while, but they do not have the bench that the Spurs have, which is why I think the Spurs obviously take this game. But today, Stephon Castle here gets a 76ers team that ranks 24th for points allowed, 22nd for rebounds allowed, and 26th for assists allowed to the shooting guard position. This is where the sweet spot is. Now, the Knicks ranked 22nd against Stephon's dominant play type and 25th against his dominant shooting zone. I'm going to show you guys something real quick on the Props Madness tool. So if you guys aren't familiar with this tool is called Props Madness. It is a research tool. You guys can utilize it to look up your different plays. Obviously, our paid players know that we do all this stuff on the back end, along with many other tools, many other things like watching film. But for our players that are interested in this, there's a 25% off link in the description of our video. Check it out. It might be for you, might not. Either way, it's worth checking out. Here's what I want to show you guys on Props Madness. I want to point out a couple things. First off, against the dominant play type, they rank 22nd. Now, this is a team with the paint, and in the paint, they rank 13th. So they're a little tougher in the paint. Again, it's not super. It's a little tricky because remember we have Joel Embiid playing a lot of games. Now before that we had guys like Bona and Drummond who technically play a little bit more defense than Joel Embiid. Now their pace is 16th, so no real issue with the pace here. Opponent assists, they rank 22nd. Even free throw attempts, they rank 21st. But I think the most important part of this play kind of comes to this right here. Let me show you something real quick. And I think this is really important in terms of how Stephon Castle plays against a team like this team. Now, he will probably get the defense of, because remember, he's going to probably guard Tyrese Maxey. Let's be honest. He probably gets the Tyrese Maxey assignment. I'm going to assume that in this particular matchup, they're probably going to have, he's going to guard Maxey. So I'm going to assume, man, it's it could go a couple different ways, but in my opinion, you're going to probably get VJ Edgecombe on him. I don't know who they give that assignment to, and I think that's going to spell a lot of extra fouls for the Rook. I think it's going to put Stephon in a position where he can play a little bit more aggressive against him when they start to double team Wemby, and they're going to double team Wemby like the Nuggets did. People are going to watch those games and realize what worked and what didn't, and a lot of that double teaming and trapping and pushing Wemby outside worked for them. They kept making Wemby shoot off like the little fucking Jordan fadeaways, and Wemby's he's good, but that's not necessarily his favorite place to shoot. So and they were putting him on, had pressure, two sets of hands in his face, so it was working well for him. But here's the deal. Stephon Castle, a couple things I want to point out. First off, against spot up, 21% of his points come there. They rank 22nd here. In transition, he's excellent in transition. I tell you guys as many times before. So is Fox, but Fox is, seems a little bit dated now compared to what Castle's doing as a youngster. 21% of his points come from transition. They rank bottom 11 there. Free throws, we get to the line plenty. Keep in mind, this guy, he's a little tricky with his free throws. I wanted to use it in the other play, and I decided not to, but I like him for free throws too, so I decided to stick with the points, rebounds, and assists. Add that all on there with us. Pick and roll ball handler when he's out there, operating the pick and roll. A lot of times Fox is on the bench. They rank 16th here, and of course putbacks, which won't matter too much to him. They rank 24th. So overall, I think we got a really good matchup here. 60% of the players that are like him go over in this matchup. But most importantly, Stephon Castle has a good matchup against a softer Phillies team, Philadelphia 76ers team that doesn't play very well against shooting guards. That's kind of their big weakness is against shooting guards. So I think it's a great spot here for Stephon Castle. I think the teams are going to look at Wemby and know that he's just given that last run for, obviously, probably not going to get the MVP role, but he's going to give it all he can to make it a legitimate, contested conversation. But fact remains, other teams know that as well. And if the Philadelphia 76ers want to have a chance to beat these guys, you're going to have a situation where they try to find a way to trap and at least put some cloud coverage over there on Wemby. And if you do that, and by the way, our line is not 31.5. We got it at 31. But if you do that, I think he's have to pass the ball. Wemby doesn't mind facilitating. One of the things I mentioned I was talking to a friend the other day, and I was talking about how the Spurs are. I got to tell you, man, a lot of guys sleeping on the Spurs. I like the Spurs to have a chance to win it all this season. They have an opportunity. A lot of people say they're a year or too young, and I understand that. I get it, but they have a chance. Their team is deep. I like them a lot. I was very close to placing maybe a $15,000 bet on them to take it and try to win over $100,000, maybe $20,000 on them to win. But I'll be honest with you, the odds went down after their loss against the Nuggets. I was waiting for them I was hoping in a way they would lose that game in a tough battle, but I expected the odds to stay the same, if not go down, and then the odds went down. I mean, if not go up, the odds went down considerably, so I lost a lot of value, so I'm not sure what to do with it now, but I like this team as an outside shot to win this thing. I got to tell you guys, they're legit, and against the 76ers team that's going to probably come to put it on them today. I'll keep it honest. They're going to put it on these guys today. They're going to give us a real battle, but again, they're in San Antonio. I think that Castle's going to be the number 2 player on the court. And I think that if they do this right and they get to Wemby early enough, Wemby does not mind passing the ball. Another reason why you got to just give Wemby credit. The guy's fantastic. He doesn't even mind facilitating, much like Joker. So those guys get a lot of credit there as centers. But with that said, Stephon Castle, very comfortable with this play, over 31 points, rebounds, and assists for play number 2. Now, also quick heads up, you notice this line was lower on Dabble and Chalkboard, whereas on Underdog, Prize Picks, better. It was at 32, 31 and a half and 32. So just keep a heads up on that. Also, the next line I'm going to show you guys was actually lower on Dabble and Sleeper, but higher everywhere else. So I'll show you the next one. Play number 3, going to Evan Mobley today. Evan Mobley over 18.5 points. Now, a couple things I want to point out. Actually, let me read you my breakdown first, and then I'm going to tell you guys kind of my thought process on the Evan Mobley play today. Okay, so first things first, let me get some water here. All right, so the Cavaliers will travel to take on the Grizzlies at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Before we go any further, the Cavs have to win. Well, they want to win, obviously. They need to win. Grizzlies, no significance at all. So out of every team we have on here, everyone has to win except for the Memphis Grizzlies here against the Cavs. Now, the point total in this game is a nice, juicy 238.5, and the Grizzlies are a 13.5 point dog. So you have some blowout risk here, obviously, keeping in mind that the Cavaliers here are playing on second leg of a back-to-back. Now, we don't have a new injury report yet for this game, but it looks like Jalen Tyson and Dean Wade will remain out, while Sam Merrill, Jared Allen, and Evan Mobley are likely to return. Now, before I go too deep into that, I want to throw a couple things out there you guys need to know. And matter of fact, let's start with this. For the Grizzlies, everyone has been out, is going to remain out. But Coward, Jackson, Jerome, Mashik, Small, and Spencer all questionable. So they don't know what the hell they're doing. They never know what they're doing. They're just trying to find ways to lose. But here's the deal, without getting fined. But here's the deal. I have a hunch that, here's my thought. So first off, Jared Allen is set to possibly return. Now, I like Jared Allen a lot if he returns. However, I have a hunch they let him rest one more time. Why would you not let him rest one more time, getting ready to go for the playoffs? He's already coming off of an injury. If you have someone like Evan Mobley that can go in there and easily dominate the center role in this game, here's why, okay? So Memphis has no one at center. They have either Olivia Maxis Prosper or they have Taj Gibson. Like, we're talking some bad options. No one even close to what they should be in terms of, like, Taj shouldn't even be in the NBA. Great guy, but probably shouldn't be in the NBA anymore. This is a really good spot for Evan Mobley, even if Jared Allen plays. Now, the other side of this, I think we might not see Donovan Mitchell. Now, again, there's nothing in stone here. So when I tell you this, just know this is kind of my thought process on why I'm picking the play. When I see a point total of 238.5 and a Grizzlies team that are 13.5 point dogs, something tells me we're going to miss at least one of these Cleveland players, if not more. If Donovan Mitchell was also going to play in this game, or at least they thought he was, I don't know, man. I think that point total is closer to, 15 and a half. At least got to add at least 2 points in there for Donovan Mitchell, for Spider, maybe even a little more. So I'm thinking they're going to, again, chance they sit Spider, Donovan Mitchell, and a chance they even sit Jared Allen. So if I get both those guys out, this is the jackpot play of the century. He goes way over even a blowout, maybe first half. If I get one of those guys out, I don't care who it is. I don't really care. It could be either or. I don't really care. I think we're in a really good spot with one of these guys out. So I like this play for the main reason. Just I think we're going to play this trying to getting ahead of it. So what's going to happen if you guys see, let's say later in the day, Donovan Mitchell gets ruled out or Jared Allen gets ruled out, you probably see this point total start ticking up. And by the way, it's already 19.5 on every other app. I want to point that out now. It's 19.5 on every other app except for Sleeper. I don't know why. Even Chalkboard's got it at 19. I don't know why, but it's 18.5 here on Dabble still. So I scooped it as quick as I could to make sure I locked it in before it bumped it up again. Chances are, guys, you're going to get this at a higher line because what I think is going to happen is sometime tomorrow, hopefully not too early in the morning so we get that line value, but I think one of these guys is going to get ruled out, whether it's Donovan Mitchell, marked as questionable early in the day, or whether it's, Jared Allen. I feel like one of these guys have to sit out. Why would you play every player against a Memphis team that is quite literally trying to lose? It makes sense to let at least one of these guys sit. Donovan just played a really good game the day before, so I think it's a nice time to let him rest, if not Jared Allen. So the deal with this play, part of the reason why I like this thing is, so Mobley had the first night off of the back-to-back, so he did not play last night, of course, which you guys should know by now. But we hit the return for this game. Now, given the point total, I told you again, I don't think Mitchell plays. Maybe not. It's hard to say. I'm on the fence, but I lead him that he doesn't play in this game. Now, Mobley's gone over this line in 3 of his last 6 games. So 50% hit rate, nothing crazy. He also went over this line all 3 times he played the Grizzlies. Once this year, twice last year. Crushed them every single time with ease. This year, they have no centers. Last year, they had Zach Edey. This year, they got nobody. Today, he gets a depleted Memphis team that ranks 25th for points allowed to power forwards. Guys, these Grizzlies rank 26th for points allowed in the paint, which is a big deal here for someone like Mobley. And it's a pace-up matchup for the Grizzlies team that ranks 9th in pace. So, look, let me show you Evan Mobley here in the Props Madness tool. I'm going to show you kind of what's making this play stand out. Again, if you want Props Madness, 25% off discount code. Here's what really matters here. Points in the paint, 26th. Big deal. Pace-up is nice. That doesn't really affect too much here for what we're looking at, but defensive rating, 24th is nice. But here's what I want to really point out. Let's start with this over there. Shot type analysis. So Evan Mobley, as you can see right here, 75% of his shots are coming from within 10 feet. As you can imagine, these guys rank 23rd there. So bottom 7 in the NBA, really nice shooting zone for a guy that needs to put a lot of his points up from here. Catch and shoot. Yes, he'll drop a 3 once in a while. He's not been shooting as many threes. It feels like they don't want him to shoot as many threes. We used his threes a lot last year. We were cashing on those a lot in the videos last year, but not so much this year. He's not shooting as many threes, and he's also not being as successful. So 17% of his shots come from there. Pull up, not going to do a ton of that. Here's the thing I really think is really super important too. So in the restricted area right here, which is where Evan's going to do the majority of his damage. In fact, almost 60% of his scoring is coming from there. They rank 23rd. So they rank, 7th to last in the entire NBA. This should be a heyday. And then you take the fact that they're going to be missing basically everybody. The best defender might be Gigi Jackson, who Mobley should just be able to completely step on and walk all over. No offense to Gigi Jackson, but he's not even on the same level anywhere, offensively or defensively, as Evan Mobley. They're looking like a really good spot. Plus, if he does want to take his threes, he got some outside range over here. In transition, not a big deal here for a guy like Mobley, but they rank 13th. Pick and roll, man, I'd like it to be a little bit higher. That's kind of where they do well. But here's the deal. Harden has been really good with the pick and roll, man. So it doesn't really matter who's in. If we get Allen missing in this game, probably have a little more success there. Free throws, middle of the road. He's going to get plenty because these guys can't stop him, so they get frustrated like always. Spot up 24th, and of course put back 30th. He'll get plenty of those given his a 7-footer out there running around. But here's the deal, guys. Evan Mobley, I like him today. I like Jarrett Allen today as well, to be very clear. But I have a good feeling we're going to miss at least one of those two guys. That's going to siphon some additional scoring onto Evan Mobley. While I do like Evan Mobley for points and rebounds as well, I do want to point out that I am strictly going with the 18.5 points because if Jarrett Allen is in, Allen can scoop a lot of those boards. So just keep that in mind. Again, I'm trying to get ahead of these numbers before things change. This is play number 1. Nikhil Alexander-Walker over 19.5 points. Stephon Castle over 31 PRA. And Evan Mobley hopefully playing out there with only 1 or 2 of his starting teammates there over 18.5 points for play number 3 on the first play on Dabble. Now, before I show you play number 2, let me show you guys a quick preview of a couple of these promos I want to show you guys that I think are very, very important. Let's see if we can do these quickly for you guys. All right, first things first. Go to the link in the description of the video you're watching right now. The very bottom link will take you here to our Stan Store. Our Stan Store houses all of our links, as you can see right here. All of the promo codes can be found right here. When you guys click these links, just so you know, for these apps, these affiliate links here, they will auto-populate the codes. You don't have to worry about it. The business name is in the green, DFS. For you guys that are new here, DFS just stands for Daily Fantasy Sports, but the code is always just in the green. So let me show you the promos real quick. First thing first, use code in the green. Spend $10, you'll get $100 in bonus entries, 100 free bonus entries on Onyx, plus you get 100% deposit match. So not much of a better way to build a bankroll. You spend 10, you get 100 in bonus picks. That is a great way to build a bankroll. If you're new, you haven't used it yet, pop over there, use code in the green, and you'll be able to put $10 down, and you can put $100 with your bonus picks onto. Use something for today's play if you want. Either way, you can break it down 4 ways and do it for the next 4 days, but great way to do it there on Onyx Odds. Next is the Underdog promo. Play 5, get 50. Simple as that. Underdog's got some new payouts now as well. Use code in the green. Really simple. You play 5, get 50. Between these two apps alone, it's $150 in free money if you spend 15. Make sure you take advantage of Underdog. And of course, today's second play is going to be on Sleeper. Now, Chalkboard's our favorite app right now, but Sleeper has been really doing well. In fact, today's play on Sleeper has a better payout than even Chalkboard by a pretty good amount. I was actually kind of shocked. Pretty considerable, almost a half a point. So, second play is going to be on Sleeper today. If you don't have Sleeper yet, you're going to want it for this play. First off, use code in the green. Sleeper's giving you a free $20 entry plus 100% deposit match bonus, and they've boosted all their payouts recently, which I'm really liking. They're doing a very good job with that. You saw we cashed that MLB free play, similar spot here on Sleeper. Make sure you lock in with code in the green, get that free $20 entry, drop it on today's play if you want. I'm going to show you next that play. Now, last is going to be Chalkboard over here. If you guys haven't had Chalkboard yet, it's our favorite app. We usually do a free play on Chalkboard. You get the free pick plus 100% deposit match bonus using the code in the green. Promo packs, free square every day for new users. And the best part of all, Chalkboard has the best payouts for two-mans in the industry, except for, of course, Sleeper now and then. Those guys are kind of competing. And, of course, all of our single bets are on Chalkboard. We love Chalkboard because we can do the best single bet payouts in the industry. You saw those home run bets. Those are higher payouts on Chalkboard than almost anywhere, almost every day. And we shop the market every single day for those home run picks before we put them out. So you guys can know in advance. If you see them coming out that many times on Chalkboard, there's a reason Chalkboard is crushing it when it comes to payouts on those single bets. And, of course, the two-man plays. So get Chalkboard, use code in the green, lock in with the free pick and the 100% deposit match bonus. Now, last, you guys that might be new here, I want to show you these last two promos real quick. These are important because we're going to start doing some stuff on this app. Not so much better, but more so on this one here, Splash Sports. Now, first things first, this code is wrong. We got a new code. I still keep forgetting to put this up. Let me text my team here in a second. I'll have them take care of that for tomorrow. But real quick, guys, code is in the green. When you click right here, over here on Splash Sports, it auto-populates. What's important to remember about Splash Sports is this. First off, You get a $50 deposit match, which is nice. Get you a nice starting point. Second, there's 2 ways to play Splash Sports. First off, the quick picks against other peers. So you get bigger payouts. You can even miss one and still win the contest. Super cool way to pay over here, play on Splash Sports. Plus, you get considerably higher payouts on these things. So check out the multipliers. They're big over here on Splash Sports. And my favorite part of it is the contest. They have a lot of these really super cool contests where you can go and you can put it like a Survivor style contest. So, for instance, NBA playoffs are going to do one too. Same with the Masters. Same how they did with the March Madness. Go sign up, use code in the green. When you type in code in the green, you get locked in with that $50 deposit match. And check out those contests; they're a lot of fun. Now over on Better, if you guys want the free $20 on Better, $200 no sweat free entries. I'm sorry, $200 in no sweat entries. If you lose a bet, they give you the $200 back in Better Bucks. Check it out. If you win, take your money somewhere else, whatever you want to do. But check it out over there on Better. Use code in the green. All right, we showed you play number 1. About to show you play number 2. I'm not going to go through the lovely March that we had. I'm not going to go through the days of April. I'm going to get right to the play because I need to get some rest here. And you guys need to get some more free play wins after that horrendous heartbreaker of a Sunday. We should have won both those free plays, guys. I know you guys all feel the same. We should have swept both those free plays. We got totally robbed there, but it happens. We roll back around. We showed you play number 1 over here today, our favorite play of the day on Dabble. We love this thing here. Play number 2 is going to be on the Sleeper app today, not the Chalkboard app, but the Sleeper app. And guess what, my friends? I really like this play. So, let me show you what I got here. All right, coming into play number 1 here on the Sleeper app. If you don't have Sleeper yet, you're going to want it because guess what? You can't find this thing for over 3.6x anywhere except for Chalkboard's got it at 4.0 or 4.03. Significantly higher over here on Sleeper. You're going to want to place this bet on Sleeper. If you don't have it yet, click over here on Sleeper right there. You get a free $20 entry so you can lock this play in if you haven't done it yet. All right, almost 3x multiplier here, looking to turn $300 into almost $1,300. Play 1, that's right. We're going with Evan Mobley for the double-double. Now, I want to be very clear about this play here, guys, with Evan Mobley. This is being played on the prefix that we're going to have our guy, Jared Allen, out for this game. Now, I'll be clear with you guys. Can he still get the double-double? Absolutely. The way they play the minutes, he can absolutely get against this team, anyone can get a double-double. Anyone can get 10 rebounds against this team. I mean, like, probably most of you guys watching can go out there and get 10 rebounds against this team. I don't want to oversell it, but I mean, this is not a team that has NBA centers right now. I'm going to keep it real with you. Olivia Max's Maxine Prosper is just not the guy. And Taj Gibson, I don't even know what he's doing on the court at this point. Taj, what are you doing, brother? I guess they're just paying him out his contract, but these guys have nobody left. They don't want to win, which is why they're giving you centers that have no ability to guard anybody. Mobley should run this thing to the ground. He should get plenty of boards in this game. His rebound line is like at 10.5 anyway, so they're giving me too good of a deal. They made a mistake here, guys. If the rebound line is 10.5, let me check that real quick if that changed. Let me go on right now. I'm going to check out at least Chalkboard and Dabble real quick while I'm doing this play for you guys. I want to make sure I didn't get that wrong because that's significant, actually. I'm sorry. Evan Mobley's rebound line is 9 and 8.5, 9 and 9.5 on the books right now. So pretty damn close to the 10 line. And again, if you get no Jared Allen, you already know where that's going, straight through the roof. So give me the double-double for Evan Mobley. Now, a couple things you guys should know. Mobley has had double-doubles in 6 of his last 10 games. That is pretty sharp. And if Allen doesn't play, obviously more usage, more opportunity on both the glass and in the scoring department. Should be an easy double-double if he doesn't play. And a very nice possibility he still gets there if Jared Allen does play, especially if you have no Donovan Mitchell in that game. Now, play number 2, we're going back to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. We're taking him for the three-pointers. Now, let me be very clear. If you want a safer option, you can bring it down to 2.5. I'm fine with that. But we're going to stick with the 3.5. It is a juice line. It is obviously favored to go under based on how they're juicing the payout. But I like Nickeil in this spot. Look, first off, he's gone over this juice line. He's hit at least 4 threes in 3 of his last 4 games, first off. So not that bad as of recent. The Knicks, they're ranked bottom 10 for threes allowed to the shooting guard position. Nickeil took about 9 three-point attempts in each of the last 4 games. I think he had 9, 9, 8, 9, 9. Something like that, or 9, 9, 8, 9, somewhere in there. Basically, essentially 9 three-point attempts per game the last 4 games. And in those games, he went over 3 times, hitting 4 three-pointers at least in each of those games. The last time he played the Knicks, he went over once with 5 threes and went under once with 3 threes. But he took 12 and 10 three-point attempts in that game, and one of them ended up being a blowout. So what I'm getting at here is against this Knicks team, he's forced to shoot a little bit more from the outside, which is why I told you guys earlier I like him from that three-point zone where they're a little bit weaker. And I like him against a guy like Mikal Bridges who will switch off and on. You give him Brunson, it's going to be a heyday. But Nickeil is going to be able to create opening space here on the floor, and he's going to be able to get himself open for 3. And as a catch-and-shoot shooter, the guy that can pop threes when he needs to, this is a good matchup for him. You know, they rank bottom 10 when it comes to threes allowed. And I don't think a lot of their players on the team will be able to take those threes given the defense. So you're going to have, you know, I'm assuming Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dyson doesn't really shoot threes, obviously, and you have your guys at the bench, but your main guys are Nickeil, your main 3-point shooter, like I tell you guys with Garland, very similar. Obviously, CJ can shoot his threes. He's still a solid 3-point shooter. He grew up playing around Dame Lillard over there, as you guys remember. So he can still shoot his threes. But this is Nickeil's spot for the three. So I want him over 3.5 today. If you're feeling uncomfortable, juice him down to 2.5. We're totally fine with you bumping it down. We want him for 3.5 today. I like the 4.3x multiplier. I want to sweep both these plays for you guys today. I think we're in a really good spot to do that. At least this one, even if Allen and Donovan do play, I think he has just too much ability to damage these guys down low. And this play right here will be a really nice cap on as well. So Evan Mobley for the double-double. Nickeil Alexander-Walker for over 3.5 threes made. Got to land 4 of those for us today. Probably going to get 9, 10, 11, 12 shots up. Landing 4 of those should be doable for a guy like Nickeil in a spot where he should have to score for his team because I think Jalen Johnson's going to have a tougher battle down low there. So with that said, love play number 1, play number 2 on Sleeper here today. Make sure you lock in on Sleeper for that one. Use the free $20 entry if you want. And let me show you guys something before I get you out of here. Very important, guys. You're going to want to pay attention. I did not mention this earlier. We got some specials that we're extending through Monday because I wasn't able to get the burst out, the blast out on Sunday. And we like to give you guys a final day on that blast before we shut off any specials, just to be fair to you guys. And Easter was a tough day to do that with everyone with their family. So quick thing, first things first, guys. If you guys are new here and you want some promo funds or some bonus money to get started, or you want us to support the channel, when you guys use these links here, you are supporting our channel. So we appreciate that from the bottom of our hearts. If you need these apps, if you want to try them out, get some free money, use our code. Click these links right here. Our code auto-populates anyways, make it really easy for you guys. Follow us on our second YouTube channel as well. It's called In the Green DFS Picks. When you type it in, you got to scroll down a little bit because YouTube likes to promote this one first. But scroll down a little way, you'll find In the Green DFS Picks. Make sure you subscribe, guys. It takes 2 seconds. You're not going to want to forget. If something ever happens to the channel, and I've seen this happen a lot in this industry, you want a place to go for the second videos. Trust me. Follow us on In the Green DFS Picks. Also, get us on Instagram. You can find all the wins from the day before in the Instagram story, and of course, all the win compilations going back to last year. And the most important part of this video, under winning picks, free and VIP. Click right here. It's going to take you here to our Winnable. Our Winnable houses all of our plans, so it's really easy for you guys to see how this stuff works. I'll break it down for you guys quick today because I am so tired. I'll make sure I have this info out for you guys now. First things first, the free plan. If you guys are not yet on our free plan, you are only hurting yourself and costing yourself some free play wins. It works like this. All the picks and plays in this video, all the free plays in general that we do, no matter what sport it's on, will get sent out to our free plan players first. We've got many thousands of players in the free play here. When you guys get these plays, you guys are the first ones that can lock them in before the lines bump or get removed. So while we do move lines once in a while, it makes a lot more sense to be on the free plan so you can lock it in before you miss it. If you're someone that plays on Dabble, for instance, we're not going to be on there much longer. Just going to give you a heads up on that. I'm just ripping these guys right now and taking as much as I can. But just a quick heads up. Once we move from that, you're not going to want to look at the Dabble as the place to find the free play. You're going to look at the Winnable always. So look at our free plan here. You always find the free plays over here. Also, if this video gets to 700 likes, everyone on this free plan here is going to receive an additional VIP play sent out at no cost. If you guys get to 800 likes and you do it early enough, I should be able to get you guys both an NBA and an MLB free play. But again, I'm not going to guarantee the MLB one, only if you get the likes early enough. You can't come getting the likes at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and expect me to be able to whip out a free play for MLB when there's maybe only one game left in 15 minutes. So if that, it might not even be that. The slate's pretty big, but again, I haven't dove too deep in MLB yet, but I do know there's a ton of games today. So just keep that in mind. Guys, get in the free plan. You don't want to miss that. Now, for everyone interested in VIP, more picks, more plays, more opportunities to win, more chances to win. If you guys like having more action, our VIP is likely for you. Now, we don't always have big days of bets like we have the last couple of days. It just kind of depends on the slate. We're going to kind of hone in on make sure we have our plays in the right spots. We have ourselves a nice profitable Monday here. But if you want to jump on the VIP, it works like this. All picks and plays sent right to your phone. 99 times out of 100, you guys are able to click one button and copy. We'll make it very simple for you guys to copy the plays. And of course, you can still use the buy now, pay later option for this if you want. All these plans you can use the buy now, pay later for, which allows you to split your payments up in like 3 or 4 equal payments and interest free. It's a nice way to pay for some people. VIP comes with 2 options, the weekly and the monthly. The weekly is $199. It's just for those who want to try it out, honestly. And the monthly is what most of our players are doing now. I'd say close to 90% now are doing the monthly. The monthly is $499, but if you use code VIP now, right now, you'll save $100 on the VIP monthly. Gives you a full 30 days. You can check out our play style and how we do things over here. And again, use code VIP now for the $100 off the VIP monthly. Next is the NBA full season pass. If you're interested in the rest of the NBA season, first off, you could use NBA now, which gets you 50% off. But what we're going to do now is we're using code NBA Cash. It gets you guys that want to jump in on the playoffs 65% off using code NBA Cash. It'll save you 65% off, and you get it for like $700, and it covers you for the entire playoffs and finals. We made a lot of money there last season. Let's see if we do it again here this season. Now, guys, last one. I'd say the most important plan here we got for you guys is going to be the MLB full season pass. Now, I got a special we're going to extend today for you guys because of the fact that yesterday was Easter. We went, I talked to the team about it, and they all agreed it made sense. It was not a good day to send an email blast out letting you guys know about the special. So here's the deal: if you're interested in the MLB Full Season Pass, you can get it today for 50% off using code MLB Now. Last chance to grab that 50% off if you use code MLB Now. Plus, if you buy the MLB Pass using code MLB Now, not only will you save 50% off and you can still use the buy now, pay later option, we will add the rest of the NBA Full Season Pass for you. So if you don't already have the NBA Season Pass, if you buy the MLB Pass today until midnight, Monday until 11:59 p.m., that's where it's going to end, we will add everyone that buys the MLB Pass today on Monday will receive the NBA Pass rest of the season at no cost, okay? So we'll send you an email, you click a button, and it adds it to your account. So simple as that. Outside of that, if you want the MMA Season Pass, MMA Passes last for 4 months at a time. There's an MMA essentially every weekend now with what we have going on. Some good cards coming up. Use code MMA Now. It will save $200 on the MMA Monthly Pass, or the MMA 4-month Pass. Now, guys, don't forget, this one here is only eligible to be used today. It's going to be over after today. Use code MLB Now. It will save you 50% off, and we will add the NBA Pass on at no cost. And this is going away soon very as well, so just a quick heads up. We'll be taking this off the next couple of days. Use code VIP Now for $100 off the VIP Monthly. Outside of that, don't forget, if you like our videos, subscribe to the channel and comment below. You have a chance to win a free week of VIP in every single video, so make sure you take a like and subscribe. And guys, take a second, hype this thing up. Let's get back on track with the wins today on the free play. I feel very bad for the Sunday slate. We all should have won those free plays. That was a very bad break on Garland and the blowout like that. The way it happened, the speed in which that game blew out. If you were watching, the Kings could not make a shot. They just took three-pointer after three-pointer after three-pointer, and I was like, what are you doing? These threes aren't working. They're not making. You haven't made one. I think they missed at 1 point 15 threes in a row. The announcer said something like that. So, tough game, tough break. We should have had that. But we'll roll on to Monday. Hope we get you guys some dubs here on Monday. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful Monday. And let's keep on cashing.